it's pretty bad. I mean, I think that he was very, very concerned about it. I'll tell a story I never told, I think, too publicly before, but I remember that evening when Anderson Cooper interviewed McDougal.
So that is George Conway, of course, the ex-husband of Kellyanne Conway, who's still very much in the Trump circles, talking about Karen McDougal. So this is not Stormy Daniels, but is about another woman, a Playboy model, who alleged an affair with Donald Trump, a more significant affair. She alleges that it went on for 15 months, and she was interviewed about that. And he is now able to provide information, firsthand information from what happened in the immediate aftermath of that interview. Take a look.
I was sitting at dinner with my ex-wife, with Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, and the phone rings. And Ivanka goes into the kitchen, answers the phone. Oh, it's Daddy. And what did Daddy want to know? Whether they were watching Karen McDougal. So he was, he was very, very concerned about it.
Yeah, I remember talking to Chris Christie around the time that Michael Cohen was ensnared, and this was after Mueller had rolled up Papadopoulos and all the other folks, and he said, "Oh no, this is the thing that really scares Trump. This is the thing that really endangers him. All the things that Cohen kept quiet."
Yes.
And you can sort of understand why that would be. And by the way, let's not get like too far ahead of ourselves. It is conceivable, I will grant, that Karen McDougal, who apparently has, sort of like contemporaneous information, sort of buttressing the allegations she's making, but let's say that she doesn't or whatever, that she made up the entire thing, the 15-month affair, and she does this interview. In that case, you could be Donald Trump and you could see that this is going on and worry about what your family would be thinking if it was a false allegation. Now, my personal opinion is that it is not a false allegation, and that this guy he's calling up his family because the things that he has done have once again been revealed publicly. And the thing about it that's so amazing is, I was gonna say he must have known, but let's bear in mind he's a narcissist, so maybe he must not have known. But I would have said he must have known when he decided to run for president that some of the stuff that he has done and said would come out. And he must have thought for a second, how will this make the people that I am traditionally supposed to love, how would that make them feel? And I don't know. Now, McDougal is not involved directly in the Stormy Daniels case, although in what will be revealed about the deal that Trump apparently had with the National Enquirer, some of that will certainly come out. But just in case you're not familiar with this or you don't remember this particular case, since Donald Trump did face many of these sorts of accusations and allegations, back in 2018, Karen McDougal told CNN she had an extramarital affair with the former president beginning in 2006. He had at that point been married to his third wife for about a year. According to her, the affair involved having sex with Trump many dozens of times. And let me just pause for 1 second to say, dear God. And occurred in multiple locations, including at a golf tournament in Lake Tahoe, a private golf club in New Jersey, as well as Trump Tower in New York City, so kind of all over the place. She alleged that she was brought in through the back entrance, so some details there. Anyway, despite the fact that Trump has denied from the very beginning that this hasn't happened, the New York prosecution team has cited evidence of payments made to McDougal by Trump. And again, it is possible, see how needlessly fair we're always gonna be and never get any credit for it, that he is paying her off, not because it actually happened, but because maybe people would think it would happen. That is possible. I will grant you that possibility. I just want to know. I want to know what the evidence is. And again, it's not going to be a part of this. We're discussing this to get you into his state of mind about these sorts of things and how it affects his family, but it's not going to be part like an integral part of the actual trial. And honestly, it just seems like such an injustice that coming out of the literally dozens of allegations that were made in 2016 and following, that only a couple of them actually got even a chance at justice, a chance at being seriously heard, let alone for those who are alleging actual crimes, because certainly affairs were alleged, but the vast majority were non-consensual. There were claims of non-consensual sexual assault effectively, and very, very few of them ever got even like a moment of consideration. E. Jean Carroll obviously found something like justice, at least financial. And Stormy Daniels now has her day in court, and we'll see what becomes of that. But Karen McDougal sort of just floating out there in the ether. So anyway, that's all the information we have from George Conway. And I appreciate the information that he can still provide. I will say at this point, dude, cut your hair. Seriously, as a person who has often had bad hair and arguably right now does, you gotta cut your hair. It's just not working for you. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.